This looks like a good bounce play. Let's go in and get in. Because if I keep trying to snipe for a better price, I'm not going to get a good price. All right, so we're in. We got in at 95 and a quarter. Not the best price. Should have got a way better price, but it's all good. All right, so we have positive delta. We're in this trade. See if we get these orders up here. First hit the 5,600. We do have to get through that the start of week VWAP. Yeah, I'm gonna get tapped. I'm just gonna kind of cut my loss because I already know I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna cut it. All right, so we just cut that, and we're gonna be able to get back in. Oh shit, yeah, we're gonna be able to get back in. All right, so we got back in. Just playing the bounce off the daily. Hopefully we can take the New York here. But I think with an indecisive delta, trading in these conditions may be tough. And of course, I'm just learning how to use Bookmap. But if we look at Bookmap, we have a 600 delta. You know, it's kind of barely positive. It did go into negative a little bit, but it came right back into positive. So I just kind of want to see some like follow through and continuation to fill these orders up here. At 5590s, 5560, 5610, and 5600. We could fill those orders. That'd be great. But with delta being like this, not super positive, or it's kind of hovering a little over zero, it's tough. I mean, that's like a good ass move. I'm not gonna lie. Like, do I want more than that? All right, so we just got the orders at 5610. If we get 5615, which we will, I mean, it's just ripping, bro. It's ripping. I'm out. I'm taking that. Yeah, I'm taking that. Let's go, baby. Let's go. So as you guys just saw, I lost my first trade, but entered into a second trade where I was able to make back my loss plus some extra cash. And just looking at the daily, the reason why I was pretty confident going into the longs, even though we've basically been selling off for the past couple of days, is because we're at a key level to where we're finding support on the daily chart. This orange VWAP right here is the start of year VWAP from 2024. So last year's start of year VWAP, and price is respecting this price level. And we can see that we have a couple stacked candles here. And that's kind of telling me that buyers and sellers are kind of fighting here. So I definitely think that this could be a potential good bottom for us to kind of launch even higher from. And then just looking at both the 15-minute charts of NQ and both NQ and ES, we're going to see that we are above previous day's New York VWAP. We're also above the daily, and pretty much overnight we're forming higher highs and higher lows. So going into this open, yes, even though prior and the last couple weeks we've been making lower lows, lower highs, and trending down, this is kind of a signal that we could potentially have found our bottom. And so going over the two trades that I took, first let's look at the first one. And to be quite honest, with this first one, it's not the proudest trade because my stop was way too tight. But also my fill price was also really bad. But if we're looking at this trade, we're essentially playing price bouncing from the daily here, retracing the downward movement that we had from this news candle, but it obviously got retraced. And now we're basically taking the break back above the New York VWAP. So this is technically a breakout play. But obviously with such a tight stop, not really covering structure, I get stopped out. This trade in general, I had a bad fill and also had a really bad stop loss. But we were able to get back in off the bounce play that I should have honestly waited for. And that is here when we come back down to the daily VWAP. We're holding it for about 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 minutes. And then we start to lift higher. As soon as we get this nice bullish candle print, I get in because I'm looking at this as we have a higher low here, a higher low here, and we can continue going higher. And then just looking at the book map, we can obviously see that we had positive delta. Delta never went in the negative. And we also have a lot of orders above us. We had orders back into when we first got into that second trade above us. Not too many orders. Like we can just see how weak the orders below us were. So this also gave me confidence that buyers are definitely in control. With the orders that we have above us, the lack of orders we have below us, positive delta, structure, this looked perfect and looked great to take the longs. And that's exactly why I took this long. Now with this one, I took out half of my position. I took profit on half of my position at equal highs, and then went risk-free with the two contracts that I have left. And I basically made 320 bucks with my runners alone. So this entire trade in total, I made about $440 with this trade, and it was a really great trade. I followed great risk management. I took profits at equal highs. If I wouldn't have taken profits here and it would have came back down to me, I would have been really mad. So it's really important that I take profits where it makes sense. And we had a set of orders up here that I wanted to see filled. So I took profits when we fill those orders, locked my stop. Now I'm risk-free in the trade, and then it just runs higher, and I target the orders that were up at 56.15. But I mean, the thing that really helped me out with this trading day is Bookmap. Bookmap showed me where I should be taking profits. Bookmap also showed me that, hey, what are my likely chances of us being able to continue higher to fill those orders above? Because again, we have a lack of orders below us, and we have a really positive delta. Overall, delta is kind of trending higher, and it's raising, so that's really good for the longs. And we can also see right here on the DOM how heavy these orders up above us really are.